Hi, Patty. How are you? First in line again. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, hey, everybody. Hey, Cheryl. This is Jeanette from our Backroom Creations. Tonight I am in a Craft Round the Clock event for Botanicals. Hey, Deb. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Patty. Got two Patties. Got a Patty on YouTube. So I do stream to YouTube and Facebook. So if you ever have a problem, just jump on over to YouTube. It's the same name over there, our Backroom Creations. Hi, Kathy from Queens, New York. Welcome, everybody. I am do use webcam, so if you are on a mobile device, flip me on your side. You'll have a lot better view. Making sure my camera is looking good. So it's all about, hi, Pam, long time no see. So how'd you like Annabelle's mailbox? And wasn't that so cute? Hi, Angie. So we have half an hour. Hi, Jennifer. To show you a couple little things. I do glue mine in just because I sell my products because I have enough around the house. Hi, Susie. Hi, Esther. Welcome, everybody. It is. I haven't been able to watch everything. I had a doctor's appointment, blah, 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 blah. You know that. But I've been trying to watch bits and pieces, at least stop in and say hi to everybody. That helps us so much. Hi, Denise. So I just want to show you real quick. We're going to use this, and it is filled with spray foam. I was going to get a can out. I forgot. So all it is that spray foam like the plumbers put around the pipe. So you put around in your basement, right where the sill plate is, and I just get it like a whole bunch of containers and fill them all up. Say you don't have a container, you can take wax paper, put it down, and we call it making cow patties. Hi, Linda from Quick. So this I bought at Walmart in the floral section. I bought this from one of my local wholesalers. It's so cute. It's like that enamel, the blue enamel. So all mine are ready to go. I've already been making stuff to take over to my shop. I made a cute little. It's a swing. When I bought it, it had two pots in it, and I just put styrofoam in it. Hi, Deb. How are you? This is from Walmart. I even used Walmart. I don't know if they still do. It's a square bowl that goes with like your dinner sets. It was so heavy. I'm like, this would make a great floor arrangement. Hi, Rachel. And this, if y'all know. Hi, Mary. Well, guess who's on now? I know. I haven't been on a whole lot this month. A lot been going on. I started as wreath maker, and this is a football frame. All I did was put styrofoam in there, piece of board on the bottom, and covered it with felt. Hey, Reba Phillips on YouTube. So that was just giving you a couple of different ideas about things that you can use. I've got stuff prepped that I'm prepping and spray painting and all kinds of stuff because I do have a little booth up in town on the shop. Thank you, Mary, for sprinkling. If you guys wouldn't mind sprinkling, we got 49 peeps in here. I love to make new friends. Hi, Maria from Ontario, Canada. Y'all's got a lot of snow up there. So I just had a little bit of Spanish moss there. Where y'all keep your Spanish moss in? A bag? Well, my husband likes cheese balls. So I just open up my bags and just stuff them all in. I got one for the green moss too. So thank you, Deb. So we're going to use my death weapon here. And I call it a death weapon because I've had so many scars. Can you see well? We can switch you on down to this view. There we go. Hi, Lisa. So we're just going to skip. This thing has given me more scars. I've got scars here that have been healing for a couple weeks. Of course you need more glue gun or more glue in the glue gun. New pet. Well, hello. Isn't it? I love reusing containers. I mean, I like the all pretty, everything matches. But you know what? At the end of the day, nobody's buying that little container that you put your Spanish moss in. So I used to have it in a bag. Then I had it in a little box. And now it's made its way. Hi, Christy. First time watching. Thank you. I am so happy you guys have come over to see me. I've had a rough month and haven't been on live too much. So it doesn't need a whole lot of glue. You just don't want no wacky things going around. If you got stuff sticking out, just snip it off. Don't worry about trying to glue it down and burn yourself. So it can stick out a little bit. It don't hurt none. Okay, so this isn't real heavy. If you wanted some more weight to it, hi Tammy, first time watching, welcome. If you guys wouldn't mind, if you like what I do, if you get some inspiration from what I do, please bop me on the nose and hit those 3 dots and follow. I would love to be friends with you. Thank you, Deb. Give it a haircut. That's right, Reba. Okay, so if you wanted rocks in the bottom of it before you spray foam, I've done that. I do that with my cemetery arrangements as well. I kind of cheated this time because we only got a half an hour. I do talk fast, but sometimes I get to talking too much. I've already put some picks on these. They're metal, they're sharp, and they hurt with my pick machine here. I know you guys, unless you work with florals, this isn't a very good. Hey, Ricky, howdy. Hi, Gail from North Mississippi. Hi, Lavada. Everybody, welcome. We got some eyeballs up in here tonight. So that's on there real good. I have a shop vac. So after I'm done here, and Deb's on. Deb from Art and Grace, she's on after me. Make sure you go and watch her. You can go watch her on her page, watch her from Craft Around the Clock. Whatever floats your boat. Now, if you have really thin stems on your flowers that can go into your styrofoam or whatever it is that you have in your pot, you don't have to put a pick on it. Now, I have some really thick. These are real hanging. I'm using some bright colors. I am ready for warm weather. I don't even care about spring. I know we have, Deb. So I put a pick on there. I'll show you real quick what it does. Do I have some on those? Okay, so these are rather thick too. So those kind of don't go down in the styrofoam. This over here. So there's a pick right there. I already pulled it out. I got a hurt arm, so I got to be careful. And then it puts that pick on there. Very sharp. I had one sticking out of a cemetery saddle, and I picked it up by the bottom. And youch. So right here, when you pull it up, that pick comes out. Now, somebody told me the other day, I know these brand new, they're like $275. My husband bought this one for me on Facebook Marketplace for like $50. I didn't want it. He's like, no, get it. I love it. And then you just pull it out. Somebody told me they use these. Let's see if I can get one to come out. See these little wire things? They put their flower in them, they take a pair of pliers and scrunch it. I don't know why I hadn't thought about that, but that is a great idea. You can get it like 1,000 or 2,000 of these. When I bought them, they were like $10, but as everything else, everything goes up. My eggs are down to like $2.75 a dozen. I was like having a dance the other day. Okay, so I'm not a professional florist, just like Annabelle said. I do know a little bit of the rules. You normally want to use 3 of your main focals. So I have 3 turquoise roses, and I have 3 orange, and I can't say this, hi Betty, ranunculuses. My favorite flower now, thank you Betty, is a cabbage rose, which also looks like a, now my husband makes fun of me because I say penny. That's how I grew up. My grandma said penny. I guess it's a peony. So I say penny, I say peony, I say them both. But these are the ranunculuses. Whatever. Got some greenery, got some hydrangeas. So I love turquoise and orange in the fall. Big time. But why wait till fall? I want it now. Oh, these are thick too. Hi, Sandy. Welcome, everybody. So glad you stopped in. Hi, Sandy. So I'm just going to pick these real quick. Now, it looks like it runs real smooth. It does. Normally, you got to be nice to it. I got to blow the glitter out every once in a while. Maybe it's a generation thing then, because my grandma always said pennies. Like a penny, like a dime, a nickel, a penny. Because they had ants all over them. I hated them. She said, go pick me some pennies. I'm like, all right, Grandma. So, go move my nasty glue pot down here. If anybody has a glue pot that's clean, they don't use it. Case in point. So, I'm just going to put some glue on my pick. Now, will these come back out of this? Absolutely. But you're going to bring up your styrofoam with it. I know, Mary, but as a kid, as a 10-year-old kid, you didn't like them. So I always start in the middle with one of my focal flowers. You kind of want to work in a triangle. So it doesn't have to be a perfect triangle. It could be a lopsided triangle, but you kind of want to use a triangle that gives you balance. A lot of times if I'm working on something, I know, Betty, doesn't mean I had to like it. So sometimes if I'm not too sure about an arrangement I'm working on, like the little swing I showed you in the beginning, that's all dried. It's not glued in because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do with it. There's no shame in doing that. You just got to go back and glue it. So see my triangle? It's a pretty darn good triangle. Bend them flowers the way you want them. So I usually put in my focal flowers, then I put in my greenery, and then I put in anything else I have. I don't like them crawling on me either. Then, of course, Grandpa had roses everywhere. He was so proud of his roses. I grew up living right next door to my grandparents. So I had the opportunity to be with them a lot. I was an only child. Thank you, Deb. I love the orange too. Oh, just a board. Now, some of the flowers are pushers, what we call pushers. You can push everything on the stem up. If they got good leaves, I keep them. If they got yucky leaves, they go. I'm going to show business colors are this. So hopefully she'll like it. And like Annabelle said in her live, it's all about what's pleasing to your eye. You want to make your eye move around the piece. You can also do your piece where it's 360, that you can go round and round. My Lazy Susan that my husband built me is in the next room because I was painting. So if you want to look at it from all the way around, so I can take this one and bend it this way. Make this one a 360. You can make it a 180, so it's going to be put up against a door or a wall or something like that. Oh, there's my other one. I skipped one of my. I like these. They got some little bit of faux baby's breath on there. Hi, Cynthia. How are you doing? Oh, I know, Mary. My grandfather worked in a lumber yard his whole life after the military, and he would bring home little slats of wood. It would probably be like a half by a 2, and I would make him. I grew up in a country. There wasn't no cable. We had 5 channels. I was lucky to get PBS and watch Sesame Street. We didn't have no phones, no electronic games, none of that stuff. So you went out and used your imagination. Now, I did break the rule on the white ones because I had so much of the blue and the turquoise. I didn't want 3 of these great big hydrangeas. Push this one down on in. But he loved his roses. Like I from 8 I grew up right next to my grandparents. It was really great because if mom was fixing supper that I really didn't like, I was like, I'll be right back. She knew where I was going. I'd go out the back door through the garden, and I was at grandma's house. Grandma, what's for supper? So here we got, where's my third one? Okay. So it looks like a funky triangle because we're over. And we got, these are kind of ending up, there we go, in a triangle. And then only 2 of the white ones, just because they're so big, I don't want them to overpower my other stuff. This is, what is it called? It's probably called Floral. It's from Hobby Lobby. Oh, it's just got a number. So it is my most favorite filler that they have. Now these are, I call them pluckers. You can pluck them off. A lot of times I do that when I put flowers into wreaths, decomesh wreaths. I don't make so much of those anymore. I do have them in my shop, but I've been putting all kinds of other stuff. So they just fill that void, that empty space so well. I just went ahead and cut mine up. Oh, they are pushers. They're pluckers and they're pushers. Baby's tears? I'll have to look that up, Bebby. Thank you. Another person that I've watched for years, she used them, and I went and got some, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's no wonder she loves them. They're just kind of universal. They'll fill in a void really, really well. And then I like to bend my stems before I put them in, just because there's not very many flowers that just grow straight up. My tulips, they're almost opening. Whew. I thought they weren't going to survive because it got really, really cold here again after they came up. But they don't bloom every year. And I know there's flowers that don't bloom every year, but my tulips look like they are loaded this year. I used to have quite the large perennial garden out here, or annual. I always get them confused. Perennial. Perennials come up every year. And my son was helping me one day, and I said, I need you to go take the weeds out of the flower bed. Well, the flowers were just starting to come up, and he ripped them all out. Probably ripped out like $400 worth of flowers. I was like, eek! Oh no. So this is some open eucalyptus or silver dollar eucalyptus, whatever you want to call it. Not real good with names of music, flowers, movies. Movies not so much. But this is one that you'll be able to see from all the way around. It'll be nice to look at. Put it on a desk. It's not that big. You can put it on an entry table. Now, don't think that you always got to buy really expensive flowers. Thank you, Sandy. I buy flowers, not so much from Dollar Tree anymore, but I will buy some things. Sometimes they have some things that look, pretty. I should put pick on that. But I just mix. I've gotten things from wholesalers. I actually have a wholesaler that's just about 20 miles from me. Not even that. Reagan House is really close to me, and they have public sales twice a year. Love going up there. I didn't go up this year because Southern Designs and Finds. Thank you. I don't think I know your first name, honey. It's so hard. I don't feel bad when people don't know my name because it's hard to remember all the names. Unless you're Deb. I always remember Deb. Of course, we talk outside the Facebook. So these will help you fill in the baby's breath. Will help you give a little bit of, Yvonne, that's right. Thank you, hon. I give you a little bit of breakup of the green. Now, if you ever see a pick machine, you got to pull that down pretty tight or else it will not put your pick on there. Oh, okay, Mary. That's okay. See, we're all human. There's over 100, I think there's 140 of us designers on Craft Around the Clock. You can't know them all. I work so a lot, so see, it's just so little and dainty. I know. I have a lot of the people that go live in the evening. I've tend to gotten their names. I know Mary. She goes live whenever, all over the place. Now, the more, if you do use glue, the more glue you use, it'll gum up down there and you won't be able to get everything in. Sandy, my husband got it for me on Facebook Marketplace. 3 years ago when I was starting to do lives, a girl on my live said, you need a pick machine. And so my husband immediately started looking for them. And the very next day we were going to Hobby Lobby. Now, the Hobby Lobby I had was almost about 50 minutes away. You got to make a DQ run. Thank you, buddy. All right. I got one last piece of greenery here. And we'll call that baby's tears, other than the fluffy stuff. That's what I usually call it. Give me some of that fluffy stuff. So this first flower I put in here, you always want to pick your height of your arrangement. And the height of your arrangement is usually, if I remember right, 1.5 times the width of your pot. Aww, you such a good little wife going to pick him up a peanut butter shake. We do that too. So here I have some dangly things. I don't even know what they are anymore. So you could put, I'm not going to glue these in, because if I put it at the shop, somebody may not like the dangly. So they can just pull it out. And I usually write on my tags. I'm trying to find a place in there. Jay, oh, well, thank you, Jace. Jace would know. Wisteria. Jace works with live flowers. That is one thing I have never done before, is work with live flowers. I watch him whip that knife. Hey there, Shauna. I know I haven't been on. I don't like that one that far away. I have more if I want to add them to it. Are they? I bet they are. He whips that knife, chopping off the ends. There's what we got so far. I think it looks cute. Just a cute little arrangement. Patty on YouTube says, I saw one of those smash cans today with the flowers in it, and they had decoupage and napkin on it. Oh, Patty, girlfriend, where you been? We've been doing that for a year. Where do we get peanut butter shakes? Dairy Queen. Or you can make one. Get your mixer out. Aw, thank you, Shauna. So there's that one. I knew it would go fast, and I tried to show you other things. We can start on this one. I've been making things to take over to my booth. So this is covered in glue, because I've already put my Spanish moss in there. So I picked out blue flowers. You don't cook. Thank you, Jennifer. Hey, Michelle. You hate Valentine's Day. That's what you need, stem or thornless roses. So we'll start on this one. I'm not going to finish it, but let's see here. Let's go back. Back and back and back. There we go. Now you can see it better. So if you don't like the foo-foo, I call them wisteria, as Jace enlightened me. If you don't like the wisteria, you can always take it out, because I did not glue that. I almost don't like it. I always use the camera view that you guys see. I don't like them now. Thank you, Deb. I know Annabelle was frozen for me. I had to shut my phone down. I like that better. I don't like them foo-foo things. The wisteria, it has its place. So I like the orange and the turquoise. Normally I don't use orange and turquoise until the fall, but I was ready to use it. We'll set that right there. So like Annabelle didn't glue hers in, so she can change out her florals to a new season. I usually do just because of, you know, putting them in the shop and they're for sale. I think she was planning on keeping hers. Thank you, Christy. So if you have problems at matching your flowers, a good way is to, now this is the whole bunch because I had some white flowers in here too. Look for bushes. So bushes have an arrangement of flowers that go together. They might be complementary. They might complement each other. I can never say that other word. Or they might just be all different hues. Like this bush here was all different hues, and then they had some white. Hey, Maureen. You like it better without the blue? Thank you. I've missed everybody as well. But don't forget, so if you're not a part of Craft Around the Clock, it's free. 40,000 people are members of that group. When I started, how many months ago? About 7 months ago, I think. It was only at 29. I was like, what? So Deb from Art and Grace is up after me, and then Kathy creates. So Kathy will end the night. So this is a hanger. There's a hole back here. So you can hang it up on the wall. So usually that's when I use those ones that trail down when it's a wall hanging, because then you know there's not going to be anything behind it. And usually bushes have, hey Daria, little, I don't know. Did we hit 50? Oh my gosh. Lots and lots of people. Now if we can just get them all active, right? Hey Jace, what's that? A dahlia? Is it a dahlia? I don't like the greens on here. When you have get some glue. If you have some florals that have really nice leaves, but maybe you're not going to use them all, save them. Below me is a drawer that I have a ton of leaves. I use a lot of the extra leaves in my cemetery arrangements, especially to hide the bottom styrofoam and whatnot. But I'm just playing here. So, are you ready, Deb? Ready, ready, ready? This is a pretty, it's got white in the middle. Thank you, Celeste. I like to make new friends. I do all kinds of things. I don't just do florals. I don't just make wreaths. We do all kinds of stuff. And that's my problem. I have too much stuff. Wait, it's about 2 minutes till, if my clock is right, because some of my clocks. You too, Sandy. Well, thank you, Sheila. If you guys went and butt me on the nose and hit those 3 dots, I'd love for you to follow me so you know when I go live. I don't get to go live every day like everybody else because I do have a full-time job outside the house, and I do have a shop uptown that I got to keep full. But I do go live when I can. So go get you a drink. Go pot. Hey, Bee. Catching the tail end. Get you a drink. And go over and see Deb from Art and the Grace. Thank you, Mary. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Have a great night. Bye, guys.